All right, man. Since we have you here today, I think you'd be able to shed some light on this whole thing.
Hit me.
What's going on with Fousey, man?
Oh man, what's not going on with him?
Why? What's going on with him? I heard he's back and he's streaming now, right?
To recap very quickly, for those of you who don't know, so he started doing live streams and was gaining like massive traction on Twitch and then later on Kick, but like
he came back.
Yeah,
as a streamer now.
Yeah, as a streamer,
and apparently sober this time.
Yeah. So here's a quick list of like the timeline of infractions. The first thing he did that kind of went viral outside of his own network was he accidentally said the N-word while live on stream because he was like rapping.
Oh, he was rapping the J. Cole song.
Yeah.
He was feeling it. He was feeling
the Holy Spirit. Yeah. And then.
But that's kind of like maybe not.
But the reaction was everybody.
The reaction's why it went viral.
Yeah. It was
he got instantly upset at himself and started punching his bed.
And he goes, "I never say that."
While still rapping.
On the bridge, I think, for the musical break. Number 2, he was like streaming live at the airport, met this random drunk girl that stumbled into the frame, started talking to her. She ends up talking about how she used to be sex trafficked, and it got pretty heavy. But then camera cuts for a second, he comes back and says that him and her just had sex in the bathroom. Number 3, he was streaming while walking down the freeway, blocking cars at night. Like he was just walking along an actual freeway. And that was weird. And then 4, he went over to
he's sober now.
Yeah, and he's sober. He's had a couple bouts where he slapped other creators like Jack Doherty and Neon. And then number 5 is the big doozy. That's when he was in a hotel room. And this guy, who's another streamer, his name's Ganville, he claimed that he was calling and harassing his family and stuff. And then he told Fousey that a girl that he was seeing recently was really just a plant sent from him and wasn't real. And then
not real. I just know that motherfucker's not real.
That situation. And then Fousey was threatening him, so Ganville called the cops on him. Fousey also called the cops on himself because he was trying to
call the cops on me. I'm gonna call myself.
Yeah, he was trying to report that this guy Ganville was threatening him, and the cops didn't seem like they were gonna come. So then Fousey faked a hostage situation and said he had a gun to his head. So the cops ended up coming over and they ended up arresting him because he's being irate and crazy.
Dude, and he was recording all that in his hotel room, right? I remember pieces of that.
And then he actually got the cops decided not to charge him. They checked him into a mental institution instead.
Didn't he get into like an accident too while streaming or some shit?
I'm sure.
I think the whole thing. I don't think he's sober.
What was he on? Yeah.
But what is he on?
I don't know.
Because you've been friends with him a long time. Does he seem like?
Yeah, but even back then, like I think he might have been on something, but I don't know what it was. But he was in definitely more control, and he knew it was more about entertainment. But now it just seems like it's pure ego at this point, mixed with a little schizophrenia. But I think it's drugs. I don't know if it's.
Damn.
You don't think it's cuckoos?
I mean, I don't think naturally. I don't think naturally he's not that way. I think he's just on.
Drake was coming. That was kind of interesting. I think after that it went pretty wild.
I think the dude, like, I mean, I imagine like if your first videos were like massively viral, and then obviously they were fake. You're trying to do whatever it takes to maintain some type of, I don't know, viewership or like self-acceptance. I don't know what it is, but as soon as he came back and he was bragging about how he was sober again, no one really. I don't know. That's a weird brag. But it wasn't like a humble boast.
What was he on in the first place? I didn't know.
I have no idea.
So I didn't even know he had to get sober.
I don't know. But he made content creators look probably even worse. And also, what the fuck is wrong with Kick? That apparently he like broke a deal with Kick or something to do this.
I don't know.
Kick was like investing in this guy.
Kick is the other streaming platform.
Kick has hella money right now, and they're throwing.
Didn't they give him like 8 figures or something?
That's what he's saying.
That's what he was saying on the freeway. On the freeway, he's like, I just broke a deal with Kick.
He's saying that he brokered a deal, but there's no confirmation about that. But
Kick was like giving hella people crazy ass deals.
But yeah, they are.
No, they're giving deals to crazy ass people.
Both, I see.
Kick is also they're also being scrutinized for not stopping this before it got.
What are they supposed to do though?
They don't give a fuck.
Cut the stream?
Probably not. I'm with Steve on that.
I heard he was doing like a 24/7 stream.
Yeah.
So that's probably not good for your brain, right?
Does he sleep? Because you could sleep for 8 hours.
Yeah, I guess you could.
That kind of analysis.
You could.
I mean, you could take ginkgo biloba and maybe not trip out as much.
Underneath all the like controversy that he's constantly kicking up, is Fousey? He's a decent guy, yeah. He's a good dude.
I think he's a really good actor.
What does that
That's an
mean? What does that
interesting
mean?
way to explain.
Willem Dafoe.
Like, what do you mean? Like you give him a script and he can make come to life?
If he wrote it,
That's a good way to say it.
Or is it more like
Nothing is genuine when you talk to him.
No, there's during his first depression times, like we were really close, and he'd call myself and my friend Humble over like when he was going through episodes, and he was like, "Hey, I'm going through this episode with myself right now, and I wanted to make a video about it, and I just wanted you guys here for support, like emotional support and mental support." Like, all right, cool. So he came through, and he was talking to his film dude. And he was basically like, we come up, he's like, all right, guys, we'll be right with you. I'm gonna get this monologue off real quick. And he goes, are you ready? And he goes, all right, action. And he did this right away. His emotions went, depression is real. And he does this whole fucking perfect monologue. And right when he got done, he goes, did you get it? And then right then and there, I was like, okay, I don't know what this is, because you went from being really good in a good place to a perfect, like scripted thing that wasn't a script. I don't know what it was, but right then and there I was like, I don't know if we're really helping you at this point anymore, or just being entertained. Wow. That's why I say he's a good actor, because I don't know what is real, even if our relationship or our friendship was real, or what was, because we've had a lot of great talks off camera, but I don't even know if that was just, I have no idea. That one was the one where I was like, I'm a little scared of this situation. I think I'm gonna...
So Dom, if you could look into the camera right now and say something to him, what would you say?
Can you cue the music, please?
Oink, 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 oink.
That sounds like Street Jam. That sounds like B Street Part 2. What is that?
Oink, 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 oink. I don't know, just cue music.
Okay, keep more R&B piano, like KC JoJo.
That's it.
Ding, ding, ding.
Fousey, I don't know.
Ding, 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 ding.
Fousey, I don't know what's going on, man. And if you're watching this, I just want you to know that dig deep, free yourself of your ego, and just enjoy what you have left. If you're, I don't know what this background music is, but I love, I kind of like it.
But it helps.
I think Rozelle would be jealous.
Rosell.
Sounds very Asian.
Look out the Chinese harps, dude.
Quick content. Act.
That was good.
Great content. Pause. Act.
Act.
Do you think there should be anything in place to keep streamers from going too far? Like, should they always be rewarded for the shit they're pulling on stream?
This is America, dude. Land of the free.
Dude, you putting up numbers, brother? Come on.
But you know, like, even YouTube has standards of what you can and can't do.
It's kind of like shock porn.
You know what he should do? He should start doing the NPC stuff. Those guys are just
Ice
making
cream
that
so
bucks,
good.
dude.
Ice cream so good.
Dude, Glizzy, the Glizzy attack guy,
Yeah.
he went insanely viral, dude.
Yeah, dude. I'm sure Fousey could knock it out the park.
The Glizzy robot guy, maximum tightness or whatever. Did you see that shit?
What is the
I
maximum
don't even know
tightness?
what this is.
He's wearing like a hot dog suit.
I'm doing too much All Steve Day previews, but
They're bleeding in, dude.
giving tastes, man.
the taste away. But yeah.
But like, you know how every platform has guidelines, right? But then for Kick, it almost seems like because that's the newer platform and people are just gonna be so desperate to like get a leg up that they're willing to do shock shit. Like Johnny Somali in fucking Japan. Like, he's back in Japan.
Is he?
He has not learned his lesson because he understands that the more shit gets kicked up, the more he's gonna get numbers. Yeah. But Kick won't do anything to stop it, right?
That's the model. That's always happened.
Yeah, but you can't do a lot of stuff on YouTube. You can't, like, even OnlyFans girls can't post photos they took in public. Really? It's like, yeah, there's stipulations.
How do you know that?
Because I had a studio, and that's why they came to shoot with me.
You put that in the title, right? Like the algorithm will deprioritize you or something.
Yeah, there's like something. Everything has a game that you have to play, but it almost seems like because Kick is newer and they're trying to steal people over, they're like, hey, it's the Wild West. Get over here.
Plus, you probably gotta have like 3 or 4 controversial moments in, and like you're still like.
Oh, and then you level out.
Yeah, but well, even with the controversial shit, that's just hype. You know what I mean? As long as somebody isn't like getting killed, you know what I mean? Like actually in danger.
Kick until Fousey, and now that Fousey's gone, obviously Kick don't care, and Kick continues on.
Yeah, and I didn't even fucking know what Kick was until right now, but like it took controversy for me to learn about it.
Yeah, I agree.
That's true.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So they're probably like, yeah, we can let somebody go crazy for a while, like.
And
Viewership, and then we'll kick you off.
by the way, they take the blame. Fousey takes the blame.
Yeah.
Kick, yeah, sure, they take a little hit, maybe image-wise, but they just had a huge influx of numbers. They don't give a fuck.
And then they're like, all right, now we'll make one guideline.
Well, they tweeted free Fousey, and then they deleted it.
So keep him locked up.
Yeah.
Lock up Fousey.
So he's in a mental institution right now, right?
I think he's being mentally assessed. I don't know if it's technically an institution. He may voluntarily be there.
That's crazy.
Just pivot to like mukbangs or something.
I feel bad for him because remember when he was getting managed by one of David's close friends from back home, and when he when he first was doing YouTube, Abe brought him down here to show him. This was maybe over 10 years ago.
Right when he did the Drake.
What YouTube could be, and just trying to show him like all the the little offices that are around, and people are kind of like building their own like little companies and stuff. So I remember that's the first Fousey I've ever met. You know, just someone I was like, oh man, I love you guys. I grew up on you guys. Hopefully we could do, you know, like a channel like yours one day. And then I saw him skyrocket, which is super cool. And then just to see like just the crazy like crash and burn at the end has just been nuts.
Yeah, it's been getting worse.
I think because he got inspired by the wrong group.
Yeah, I think. Look, I feel bad for him too. Like, because I used to like hate the fake prankers and stuff because I was trying to do real pranks and blah blah blah. But once Adpocalypse happened, I just kind of got grouped in with all those guys anyway, and I was like, this sucks. So like, you know, and I can't imagine. Like, I know Adpocalypse was rough on me. I can't imagine what it was like for those guys.
Oh,
They had
yeah.
a lot to lose. Like, they were way overextended. Like, basically had houses that they could not afford to pay for 1 year, for example, in case of emergency even. So then all of a sudden, that's zero. Now what are you gonna do? And like, all these ad companies are dried up everywhere. So then I just feel awful for those guys. So, you know, I wish him well. I really do. I hope he gets help.